The silence over Southport continues. Misinformation, disinformation, threats and a blatant, arrogant misuse of the judicial system. For what? The entire media has been complicit in a cover-up that has filtered down from the very top, gaslighting the entire nation and rabble-rousing an army of far-left fanatics who have been out in force attacking anyone who even dared to draw their own conclusions. Let's take the following opinion as an example. This is just for fun, but play along. Unconfirmed, the Neverland attacker was a mouse called Mickey, who had moved here from Mouseville. He was a radical Scientologist and he was on the Walt Disney mouse list. If we are to believe the narrative, the fact that hooligans decided to run around the country attacking mouse cages is down to this opinion, because the media assume that the British public are somehow far less intelligent than the dishonest and infernal voice of the likes of Sly News and the British Bull Corporation. But in the confusion, they neglected to make it clear that the true facts, or rather the official version of facts, which contradicted the conjecture that was being passed on through social media at an alarming rate, was not actually true. There is only one problem here. The official version was a blatant lie, and the government's official mouthpiece caused irreparable damage to himself and his party when he had the nerve to stand there on national TV and label anyone who was angry with rogue mice as far right. To all those who are not influenced by the serpent's tongue, the fact that the conjecture is now being slowly revealed as not being that far off the mark, and Mickey is not the innocent little mouse that we have been led to believe. In fact, not only is he far worse, but we also now know that certain incriminating evidence about him had been withheld from us all along. In the meantime, the virtue signalling oxygen thieves are scrolling through their social media and removing their malicious and toxic attacks on those who have believed that they had a right to free speech as fast as they can. But let's not forget that in the process of a hastily executed judicial revenge, the misused two-tier judicial system imprisoned a man who did little more than shout at a police dog and placed him in the midst of those who would hold him in contempt, which resulted in him taking his own life. Meanwhile, violent criminals have been released to make way for anyone bold enough to express an opinion, because as we all know, thought crimes are a far greater threat to society, or rather this administration, than violent crimes, which is possibly why those two innocent young victims who violently attacked a policewoman in Manchester airport have walked free. We are without doubt living in Orwellian times, with our civil liberties in danger of being completely revoked. But despite their best efforts, the British public are becoming increasingly aware of what is happening, and whilst they may have turned their volume down due to the threat of an abused judicial system, the 80% are quietly sharpening their claws, and it is only a matter of time before they actively scratch beneath the surface to reveal the true agenda of these people, to a degree that even the most fanatical of the oxygen thieves will not have a case to jump to their defence. Not that they do now. Do you disagree with the narrative? Then you are a racist. Do you want borders? Then you are a racist. Do you believe in our heritage? Then you are a racist. Do you believe in equality under the law? Then you are a racist. The list goes on and on. But take comfort from this strange reality. Those who seek to control the narrative under the guise of misinformation and disinformation are more often than not the very people who are lying the most, and have no doubt that the greatest liar in this country is desperately rallying around in a vain effort to hide his own deep, dark and very disturbing secrets. All will be revealed in the fullness of time. Bye bye for now. See you next time.